bisa nabung buat umroh.
Dengan adanya program Desa Devisa yang dipelopori oleh Exim Bank yang akan diluncurkan di Desa Cepunagara, kami sangat menaruh besar harapan tersebut, yang mana pihak Exim Bank akan memberikan support permodalan, dan tentunya itu yang kami butuhkan. Kemudian support pendampingan teknis, dan yang tidak kalah pentingnya mensupport untuk mencarikan pasar-pasar baru baik lokal ataupun internasional. Maka dari itu, ini merupakan semangat kami dan semangat warga Desa Cepunagara, dan akhirnya akan meningkatkan kesejahteraan bagi masyarakat tersendiri.
Selain kaya akan keragaman bahasa dan budaya, Indonesia memiliki beragam minuman yang bisa menjadi ciri khas. Ciri utama minuman khas Nusantara banyak menggunakan rempah-rempah. Jahe, salah satu rempah-rempah yang populer. Jahe terdiri dari beragam jenis, salah satunya jahe merah. Minuman tradisional jahe merah merupakan warisan nenek moyang yang perlu dilestarikan. Melalui inilah, Bapak Turijo, pria asal kota Cilegon, mencoba memperkenalkan minuman khas tradisional jahe merah dengan menciptakan peluang usaha Laer Jahe Merah.
Itu sebetulnya program dari perusahaan kami ya, kepada karyawan yang mau menjelang pensiun biasanya diberi pelatihan macam-macam, ya ada pertanian, ada olahan macam-macam. Diantaranya kita sama ibu memilih bikin minuman, karena jahe merah itu buat saya bermanfaat. Terus saya coba teman-teman kita yang di pabrik juga cocok dengan minuman itu, ya alhamdulillah kita kembangkan sampai saat ini. Awalnya kita nggak tahu asal ngambil jahe merah aja gitu ya. Ternyata nggak seperti itu ya. Selama perjalanan ada yang gagal, ada yang ini kita pelajarin, ternyata dari karakter jahenya sendiri ya. Jadi nggak semua daerah bisa diproses seperti ini. Akhirnya kita nemu yang pas sekali, yaitu dari Baduy ya. Bahan baku datang, kita sortir dulu, kita sortir mana yang layak, mana yang enggak. Yang layak kita kumpulin kita timbang untuk menentukan prosesnya. Udah itu kita cuci bersih, kita parut, kita peras, kita endap sebentar, langsung kita masak dengan gula pasir, gula aren, sama rempah-rempah itu yang kita sudah siapkan. Mitra dengan BRI awalnya kita pinjem kur. Alhamdulillah dari kur, karena BRI sendiri tahu kita produknya sebagai UKM, sepertinya BRI-nya tertarik juga, akhirnya kita diajak pameran. Banyak manfaatnya yang kita ambil, terutama dari kita bergabung pertama kali, kita mendapatkan pelatihan dari BRI. Hari ini kita mendapat pelatihan yang diselenggarakan dari RKB BRI yang ada di Serang. sangat bagus sekali dan menarik sekali. Materinya sangat bagus dan belum pernah saya dapatkan di pelatihan-pelatihan ekspor sebelumnya. Harapan saya RKB BRI yang ada di Serang semoga bertahan dan semoga lebih baik lagi untuk kedepannya, untuk menjalin para UKM yang ada di Banten, semoga bisa naik kelas dan bisa go ekspor.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Indonesian Pavilion Dubai Expo 2020. Ahlan wa sahlan. First of all, let us pray and praise to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because of His bless and mercy, we can come together without any obstacle here, and keeping us in a healthy condition to attend the Indonesia Business Forum held by the Ministry of Finance of the Republic of Indonesia in Indonesia Pavilion Dubai Expo 2020. In this opportunity, I also like to assure you that our delegation and all the guests here is following and conducting health and safety regulation implemented by the UAE government. So we are also here, all the speaker here is also doing the PCR, and we are all having 2 times of vaccination, including the booster as well. Our contributor speaker of today event are the Honorable Head of Advisory Services Department, Indonesia Exim Bank, Mrs. Nila Maedita, who will present online. The owner of Hitara Cipta Selaras, Mrs. Intan Anastasia Amsyah, who also present online. Our former regional manager Indonesia for Lulu Group International and current commercial manager of Lulu Group International, Mr. Ajener. Welcome. The last but not least, our Deputy Director of Public Education, Communication Bureau, Indonesia Ministry of Finance, Mr. Anang Rohmawan, as a moderator on the side. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start our event, I would like to invite you to give our courtesy to Indonesian National Anthem, Indonesia Raya. All distinguished guests, please stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, please have a seat. Thank you. Our program agenda today is Indonesian Business Forum held by Ministry of Finance of the Republic of Indonesia in the format of the talk show with the topic Unlocking Middle East Market for Indonesia SMEs product. In this prestigious occasion, allow me to deliver the structure of the event as follows. Initially, our program is the keynote speech from the Director of Market Development and Export Information Indonesia Ministry of Trade, Mr. Hari Widodo. Unfortunately, he has an emergency commitment at his department, but it is an honor for us to welcome Mr. Bobby Wahyu as an opening remark. He is the Finance Attaché of Indonesian Embassy in Abu Dhabi. Our second program will be presentation, Indonesia Exim Bank Support for Export-Oriented SMEs from Mrs. Nila Maedita, Head of Advisory Services Department, Indonesia Exim Bank. The third program will be presentation, Hitara Black Garlic is the new superfood, from Mrs. Intan Anastasia Amsyah, the owner of Hitara Cipta Selaras. Our fourth program will be presentation, Market Trends and Demands for Fast-Moving Consumer Goods from Mr. Ajay Nir, the former Regional Manager Indonesia for Lulu Group International and the current Commercial Manager of Lulu Group International. The fifth program will be the question and answer question, and the last will be the closing. Without further delay, let's start our event for today by inviting our Finance Attaché, Mr. Bobby Wahyu from Indonesia Embassy of Abu Dhabi. Time and place is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to thank and praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that this afternoon we can all gather here with His blessing that we are all healthy and also inshallah we all happy to join this talk show this afternoon. And this afternoon talk show, we would like to talk about the unlocking Middle East potential market for the Indonesia SMEs. So this talk show is a collaboration of the government of Indonesia, Indonesian Embassy in Abu Dhabi, Pavilion Indonesia, and specifically from Ministry of Finance of Indonesia. So we call it this week as a Ministry of Finance Week in Indonesia Pavilion Dubai Expo 2020. So this talk show remarks as a start for our Ministry of Finance Week during the Dubai Expo 2020. Today talk show, we will talk about the SMEs. SMEs economies in Indonesia has a significant contribution to our economy, up to 80 to 90% of our economy, our national economy in Indonesia. And of course, we would like to further boost the roles of SMEs market, the roles of SMEs producers for our export to the international world. So this afternoon, we would like to resource person. We have a resource person from what we call Indonesia Exim Bank that already facilitated our traders, our producers, how to bring their product to the international market. That's Indonesia Exim Bank. The second one, we would like to invite the players from our SMEs, what we call the product that now very famous in Indonesia, black garlic. So this would be a potential for the what we call superfood, black garlic. The third one, we would like to invite with us today former general manager from Lulu International Group Hypermarket, Mr. Ajay, that with us today. So I would like to also say hello to all online participants that joining with us today. I think today is afternoon, tonight time in Indonesia. So welcome to our forum. And then also, of course, to all esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, in this occasion, welcome to Pavilion Indonesia. So hopefully we will have a fruitful discussion how to boost our Indonesia SMEs product to international market, especially to the Middle East market. To conclude, we have a fruitful discussion and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bobby Wahyu. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start to our main session. This session will be led by Deputy Director of Public Education Communication Bureau, Indonesia Ministry of Finance, Mr. Anang Rohmawan. To Mr. Anang Rohmawan, time and place is yours.
Thank you, Ibu Dewi. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, today welcome to the event of Unlocking Middle East Market for Indonesian SME Product. Today we have distinguished guests. On my side, Mr. Ajay Nair, former regional manager of Lulu International Group Indonesia. And we have also Mr. Mujib, regional manager over there, and distinguished guests from Brunei Darussalam and everyone who join online through the internet. Okay, good evening in Indonesia and good late afternoon in Dubai. As an introductory overview on this topic, as Mr. Bobby mentioned above, Indonesia SME played significant role in Indonesia economy. It's very big business for Indonesia. Almost 90% of Indonesia workers, 97% coming from SME sector. So it is very important to develop SME as a businesses entities for Indonesian government, because SME also played very important roles as safeguarding during the economic crisis or turmoil. Now, Indonesia is challenged with the openness of the world economy. Market is open up everywhere. So, how Indonesian SME can tap into the market? Now, digitalization, the industry revolution 4.0 is coming. The market itself is changing. So we have speakers today. I think we have complete formation from Indonesian SME Bank, and then from the business entities from SME. We have also from speakers from Lulu Group International, Mr. Ajay Nair. I think it is perfect time to discuss about Indonesia SME potential to unlock the Middle East market. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesian government, through the national budgets, is committed to encouraging the national economy through empowering the SMEs with several programs, including for SME who are not bankable financing. The government provides the Ultra Micro Financing Scheme program, or we call it UMI. Through the government banking sector, financing facilities provide Kredit Usaha Rakyat or KUR, program facilities to improve the capital capacity of SME. Through Indonesian Ministry of Cooperative and SME, government also provide various support to development of the SME sector, such as training, technical support, and so on. Since 2009, the Indonesian government also formed the Indonesia SME Bank. One of its mandate is assisting SMEs becoming world-class exporter in terms of increasing capacity, marketing capabilities, and capital, along with also the assignment for DG Custom to assisting the trade facilitations. Ladies and gentlemen, and for the next, this discussion, if you have queries or questions, please visit https://slido/Indonesia-MOF. So if you have questions, please visit our Slido, and then I think the operator will show it. Okay, thank you. And don't forget to put your name and your company name if you have questions. Ladies and gentlemen, let's open up our talk show. For the first occasion, I would like to invite Mrs. Nila Medita, Head of Advisory Services Department, Indonesia SME Bank, with the topic Indonesia SME Bank Support for export-oriented SMEs. For Mrs. Nila Medita, time and place is yours.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, Pak Anang Rohmawan. It's such an honor for us to participate in this talk show. And good evening, Bapak Ibu, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me introduce myself briefly. My name is Nila Medita, the representative from Indonesia Exim Bank. And first, I would like to explain briefly about Indonesia Exim Bank itself. Maybe as you see, Indonesia Exim Bank is an independent institution established within an Act number 2 on the year of 2009 by the main purpose for supporting the growth of export in Indonesia in the form of 4 main activities, which are financing, guarantee, insurance, and consultation services. Maybe to the next slide, please. Okay. Its headquarters located in Jakarta, while we still maintain some branches outside Jakarta area. Therefore, we can assure that our institution is always ready to be one-stop service which can serve any integrated solution. Okay, next, please. Okay, let's stop. Anywhere and anytime for the entrepreneurs who want to focus their business in any export activities. The operation of Indonesia Exim Bank are served in order to support any economic activities which can be used as a source of foreign exchange within any export activities, direct or indirectly. Also, for supporting any activities to optimizing the usage of foreign exchange in the terms of creation of import substitution, and not to mention for supporting any activities to increase any national economic growth related to export sectoral. Ladies and gentlemen, the government has assigned Indonesia Exim Bank in a 2 form which are commercially viable and distinctive. One in a form of national interest account, or we can call as NIA program. Those 2 forms can be manifested into financing, guarantee, and also insurance. To be exact, the background of such assignment is the source of fund itself, where NIA program has a funding source fully from the government of Indonesia, and commercially one has funding source from any various third parties such as governments, bonds, and loans from any other financial institution. And ladies and gentlemen, facility from Indonesia Exim Bank can be used by all entrepreneurs, such as credit unions or koperasi, small and medium enterprises, or even corporations. In general, such support from Indonesia Exim Bank could be categorized into 2 main groups. The first is a financial support. Maybe next, Bapak, untuk the slide, please. Yeah. Next. Okay, next. Okay. Let me repeat. In general, such a support from Indonesia Exim Bank could be categorized into 2 main groups. The first one is a financial support in the right side, and the second one is the non-financial support in the left side. And the financial support can be in the form of financing facilities, of course, for any export activities, whether domestically or internationally, operated through working capital, credit facilities, investment credit facilities, project financing, and others. Also, one of the advantages from Indonesia Exim Bank is providing offshore financing facilities within internationally project financing or investment and buyer's credit. And we also provide those financing in a form of conventional and also the Sharia or Islamic ones. And the second, for the financial support that can be provided by the Indonesia Exim Bank is a bank guarantee. As being practiced by common bank business, Indonesia Exim Bank can also provide guarantee facilities such as bid bond, performance bonds, advance payment bonds, custom guarantee, credit guarantee for bank or other financial institution and others. And the third facility is about insurance facility, which are receivable insurances and marine cargo. And for the non-financial support, the Indonesia Exim Bank can be provide consultation services in a form of business training related to the export business knowledge, assistance for expanding market share, and also community development, or which we often call as a Desa Devisa program. Ladies and gentlemen, due to our main subject for this discussion is limited to the role of Indonesia Exim Bank in improving small medium enterprises or SMEs product quality and supply chain management. Therefore, this presentation will also be focused to the role of consultation services, particularly in training and technical coaching related to the export business. As an information, maybe next slide, please. Yes, thank you. As an information, since 2015, Indonesia Exim Bank has assisted 936 small medium enterprises and created 75 new exporters among them. And the method which has been used by Indonesia Exim Bank in providing any training and technical coaching related to export business is called Coaching Program for New Exporter, or CPNE. The training materials in CPNE, or Coaching Program for New Exporter, consists of, but not limited to, how to design and packaging the product to meet the requirement for export quality. Packaging a product is a comparatively the most important step to launch product, of course, and to meet the export quality requirement. And also, one of the material in CPNE's program or coaching program for new exporter is about designing the interesting package without ignoring written important information and description on such package for the buyers regarding to the products sold. And as for the supply chain management, the training will discuss some issues such as digital marketing and efficient goods distribution. Generally, there will be 14 training modules for participation with the training duration of 1 full year. And as for the participation themselves, they will be classified into 3 categories, which are ready to be exporters, potential to be exporters, and export expertise. Such classification is made in order to achieve our coaching objective effectively. Okay, besides the export coaching, Indonesia Exim Bank also provide intensive assistance to the SME, particularly in giving the advice of how to solve and mitigate any risk and constraint in doing their export business. For an example, in a constraint of an expanding export market access, Indonesia Exim Bank will provide a solution in the form of a marketing hand-holding program. Such solution will be operated through global marketplace, which facilitate the SMEs to be the member of global marketplace. And further of that, Indonesia Exim Bank also has a cooperation with some global marketplaces. And such cooperation could be done by Indonesia Exim Bank also our SMEs done by business to business, or maybe business to a consumer, also, or we can call as a B2C scheme. And as an addition, Indonesia SME Bank also use diaspora as a hub building and marketing our related export product. Indonesia SME Bank not only provide the existing services individually right now, but also to the community in the form of community development. And such assisting program is called Desa Devisa, which Indonesia SME Bank selected some villages or areas with the great export potential product and arrange some development activities through coaching and training needed. Some assistance program from Indonesia SME Bank through Desa Devisa will be given in a form of strengthening the organization, increasing the production capacity, procedure of doing export business, licensing, certification, and widening market access. Besides those mentioned, any participant from Desa Devisa could have a chance to use the financing facility also with a certain and term condition provided by Indonesia SME Bank, of course. Okay, Mr. Anang, so here is the end, Bapak Ibu, ladies and gentlemen, here is the end of our presentation. Highly appreciate for the attention given, and we hope such information explained could be useful in giving the understanding of our business so far. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mrs. Nila Medita, for your comprehensive presentation, excellent presentation, very clear. So, for the next, ladies and gentlemen, for the next speakers, we have Mrs. Intan Anastasia Amsyah, the owner of Hitara Cipta Selaras, to deliver a presentation with the topics Hitara Black Garlic is the new superfood. Please welcome Mrs. Intan Anastasia Amsyah.
Okay, thank you. Can share the video, Mr. Reza?
Okay.
Tahun ini tuh benar-benar nggak disangka-sangka gitu loh. Tadinya kita sistemnya memang penjualan langsung, karena pandemi seperti ini beralih dari yang tadinya kita offline menjadi online. Nama saya Intan Anastasia, saya owner Hitara Black Garlic. Sebelumnya Hitara nih berjualannya tuh memang melalui pameran-pameran antar negara. Kita pernah ikut di Myanmar, di Laos, seperti itu, di Brunei, di Malaysia. Kita juga pernah ikut diundang di Sydney untuk halal expo Australia waktu itu. Puncaknya itu sebenarnya kita diundang di acara Sial Paris. Target marketnya ini memang saya targetkan untuk pasar ekspor, mulai dari Asia sampai ke Eropa. Amerika aja sih yang belum. Rencananya tahun ini ke Amerika, cuman karena pandemi jadinya batal semua tahun ini. Kalau terdampak mungkin udah pasti terdampak, banyak sektor yang terdampak. Kalau di Hitara Black Garlic sendiri terdampaknya karena memang tadinya kita sistemnya memang penjualan langsung. Karena pandemi seperti ini, jadinya kita sudah mulai beralih dari yang tadinya kita offline menjadi online, seperti itu. Dan kita juga udah mulai masuk ke beberapa marketplace untuk penjualannya. Produksinya pun sudah kita sesuaikan lagi nih. Kalau misalnya tadinya 4 mesin jalan, nah sekarang hanya 1 mesin dulu. Agak sedih juga sih, saya udah ada bayar dari Hungari, udah yang Prancis saya tetap harusnya kirim. Terus ada yang dari Dubai juga, itu semua mundur gitu jadinya.
Okay, please, Mrs. Intan, to present your slides.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Intan Anastasia, and I'm the owner of Hitara Black Garlic. And this is my partner, Mrs. Yayu. First of all, I would like to thank Ministry of Finance of Republic of Indonesia and Indonesian Exim Bank for inviting me as one of the speaker to share my experience, how I handle my business so far. Okay, can share my slide. Okay. I live in Bogor and I started my black garlic business in 2017 up until now. And we are going to talk about Hitara black garlic as the new superfood. Okay, next please. Next. Okay. Uh, we are going to talk about Hitara black garlic is the new superfood. Why black garlic is called new superfood? Because black garlic contains high antioxidants that helps you to stay healthy, especially during pandemic. Okay, next. Okay. Hitara Cipta Selaras is a small and medium-sized business engaged in the development of agricultural product, has been running from 2017, located at Bogor, West Java, Indonesia. Hitara empowers women in a living environment as a workers to improve their economic life, and Hitara exported to Europe and Asia. Next, please. Okay, Hitara has a business philosophy. Is adherence to fairness, dedicate to excellence, and Hitara dedicate to righteous perform in pursuit of excellence, believe in the value of individual. Hitara believe employees are the most valuable asset. Concern for social responsibility. Okay, next. Okay. Hitara sets guidelines for sustainable development in respect of environmental management, and also adopt the concept of circular economy into its business operation. The circular economy is a regenerative economy system and apply across the value chains to increase management efficiently of waste, raw material, and of life products, and energy to circulate continuously in a proper closed-loop system. Hitara to utilize eco-friendly technology. Added to this are promoting awareness regarding circular life and encouraging its employees and related parties to participate in environmental stewardship with the relentless commitment to carrying out business along with taking care of the environment and society as a whole. Next, please. Okay, Hitara black garlic is the unique, exciting ingredient that your kitchen needs. Whether you're looking for a meaty main course, delicious vegan appetizer, a great salad dressing, or you just want to try something new, black garlic is the best and easiest. Hitara black garlic is made from high-grade garlic and processed with slow-cooking garlic bulb and in an oven. This method creates sticky black clove which have a gorgeous aroma, texture, and particular taste that can help you create a new exotic sensation to your food. Okay, next, please. Okay. There are many kind of product that we sell. We have a black garlic peel, bulb, and black garlic paste, puree or jam, and a pouch. Okay, the next slide will be presented by my partner, Mrs. Yayu. Please, Mrs. Yayu.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Intan. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I will present the next slide. Could you please change the slide? Sorry.
Before, next.
Next, please. Sorry, not this one. Yes, yes, it is very interesting to have to share this experience. This is our picture where we had Trade Vision Promotion and Trade Expo. So we started to join the exhibitions in 2017, and ever since that we have visited so many countries and have some exhibitions there. And as you can see here, we give some free samples for our visitors so they can taste our black garlic. So probably by tasting the food, they will have interest to our product. And as you can see here, there are so many countries. We have visited Philippines, we have visited Sydney, Australia, China, and then Russia, Sweden, Japan, and many more. Right, it is very interesting to have that kind of experience. But if you ask us, how did we get a chance to have the exhibitions? Well, actually, first of all, of course, we were invited by the Embassy of Republic of Indonesia. But before that, we have to go through for some selections, and it was not easy to have the selection. For sure, you have to eligible for the selection. First of all, you have to make sure that your product is being registered and then being legalized by the government. And the second one is you have to make sure that you are ready to produce a high number of production. Because once you meet the international buyer, it means you are ready to produce a high number of production. And the third one is you have to make sure that you provide a good quality of product. Your product is qualified enough to go to international markets. That's the important thing that you have to make sure. And then how did we fund our business to have the exhibitions? Well, frankly speaking, it costs a lot of money, of course, yes, and we had some fund so far. How did we manage the money? How did we manage the funds? Well, by the time we had the chance to have direct selling in some of the exhibition, of course, we will not waste our time to have direct selling. We bring our products to the exhibition and we had direct selling. Of course, the price will be different. For example, probably in Australia, the price is higher than other countries. So that moment will help us to earn some money and then to keep it, and we use it for the next exhibition. Not all the countries, not all the exhibitions allow us to have direct selling. For example, when we had CL exhibition in Paris. Could you please move to the next slide, please? Sorry. Next slide, please. Before?
Yes, I think it is the end of the presentation.
Oh, that's the end of this. Okay.
Yes, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a mistake over here. Okay, so yeah, so when we had CL Paris exhibition, we were not allowed to have direct selling. We only B2B, buyer to buyer. So we focus on finding the buyer. But when we went to Philippines, and then for some other countries, we were allowed to have direct selling. So that's the moment when we can earn some money to fund ourselves to go to other exhibitions. Okay, Well, to summarize this, to conclude this presentation, well, going overseas, going to having the exhibition overseas actually is possible for everybody. It's possible for everyone. As long as we have a good product, we have good quality, and then we commit. Yeah, we have commitment, good commitment, because probably there are so many difficulties in front of us, but as long as we have the commitment, I think we can handle that. Oh, and yeah, the pictures that we show you before, that was before the pandemic came to our country, not only to our country actually, but actually it hit the world, right? And it also gave a big effect to our product. And so from direct selling, we have to move to online selling. So, well, yeah, it was quite hard for us at the beginning, but then we tried to adjust ourselves with the situation. So we joined, marketplace. We joined marketplace such as Alibaba.com, and then we joined Shopee Malaysia. We joined Tokopedia, right, in Indonesia, Bukalapak, and many more. And we also social media, right? We promote our product in social media such as Instagram, and also we made our website, our business WhatsApp. So hopefully that will help us to grow our business, even though the pandemic is still here.
Yeah.
And yes, one of the things that is really important for the business to become eligible for overseas market, of course, you have to have the certificate from the government. We have halal certificate, and then we have HACCP certificate, and many more. So, well, yes, I guess that's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully our sharing will be helpful, will be useful for all of us, and probably will give you insight. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mrs. Intan and Mr. Jayu, for your comprehensive and very interesting presentation. So I think we should try black garlic, right? It is superfood. It's not only healthy, but also delicious. You say that. So thank you. But we have one more presentation from one more speakers, Mr. Ajay Nair. Let me introduce Mr. Ajay Nair. He is the former regional manager for Indonesia, so he knows well about Indonesia. And along with also Mr. Mujib, I think you can help if you have questions for Lulu. Thank you, Mr. Mujib, for your coming. And we also, Mr. Ajay will deliver the presentation about market trends and demands for the fast-moving consumer goods. I think it is perfect to have Mr. Ajay Nair today. So, for Mr. Ajay Nair, please welcome for your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Anand. Good evening, Selamat Sore, Indonesia. Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to address all of you in this auspicious occasion. So, before starting, I would like to play my company's corporate video.
Okay, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you play it? Thank you for watching the presentation. As you have seen in the presentation, Lulu is serving more than 1 million customers a day, which itself shows the demand of FMCG products across the world. So the demand of FMCG product is always there in the market, and it will continue to be having a trend in the market. So my point, which I earlier mentioned to you when we had speak earlier, we have sourcing center across the world. More than 20 sourcing centers are there across the world, starting from UK, US, Spain, Italy, then moving to Far East, there is Indonesia. We have one sourcing center there in Indonesia and Malaysia as well. So through the sourcing centers, we are sourcing 10% of our total demand products for Lulu hypermarket across the world. So including Indonesia, I think the correct percentage is lower than 10%. And we are procuring wafer biscuits, savories, cookies, potato bags, jelly and pudding, fruit and vegetables, even fish we are importing from Indonesia, then stationery, then household products, textiles, then footwear, party and seasonal products. Then now we are planning to add more to this line of imports, especially from Indonesia.
Great.
And there is a demand of home furnishing products like indoor home decor and outdoor home decor as well, and oils. The palm oil production, Indonesia is one of the major producers in the world. So palm oil we are planning to import from Indonesia. Then various types of biscuits. Then the frozen processed ready-to-eat items we are planning to import from Indonesia. So we are committed to support Indonesia's SME sector back in our hypermarkets in Indonesia by reserving some space there in the hypermarkets. And also we are, through the sourcing centers, if you are Indonesia SME people, if they want to have a B2B conference or B2B meeting, we are committed to arrange that as well. So you can anytime approach our sourcing centers in Indonesia to have a B2B meeting. I can share the contact details after this meeting.
Okay, thank you.
So that's all from my side. Thank you once again for this opportunity to address this wonderful audience online and offline.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Yes, Mr. Ajay, so please, if you able to elaborate about the specific market in UAE, right? Yeah, that,
I would like Mr. Mujib also to join with me here.
Mr. Mujib, I think join with us, please come. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we have also Mr. Mujib from Lulu Group.
Mr. Mujib is our regional manager for Sharjah region.
Mr. Mujib, the question is one, I think the online audience and the audience in here would like to know what is the opportunity for Indonesian SME product in UAE and also maybe Indonesia as well. So we know that we know that Lulu has a very wide operation in the world. 100 stores and it's coming more and more. So I think you are searching for specific product that can fit up to your market. So please give us the knowledge about the market in Dubai, UAE, or Middle East, and so on. Please, Mr. Mujib, time is yours. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So your question regarding the FMCG product from Indonesia to UAE, right? So as Mr. Ajay mentioned, FMCG products always have demand in UAE markets.
Yeah.
Particularly, Lulu have more than, in worldwide we have 200 plus outlets. And in UAE especially we are approaching for 100 outlets now.
Okay.
And we are catering a lot of nationalities as our customers, not only from a particular area or particular customers. We have products ranging from Europe to continental and Far East, Indonesia, Malaysia, all products we are catering. And we have a customer from all these areas.
Okay.
So, and Lulu is known for the range of products. Those products which is not available in other hypermarkets is available in Lulu.
Okay.
Because of our sourcing centers in all these countries. So there is always demand, and we are now looking for more products from all these areas. As Ajay mentioned, we are looking for home furnishing products, then oils, and we are also looking for, I think, fresh fish also we can take from Indonesia. A lot of variety of fishes are available, and I think Indonesia is known for their fish products. So there is opportunity. So that can be captured for coming years. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mujib, for your clear explanation. So it is always opportunity because Lulu Group provide many kind of products for specific, not only specific customer, but you have wide variety of customer coming from countries. So I think it is good opportunity to have Lulu today. So the question is, you mentioned that Lulu has searching kind of many kind of products from Indonesia, and so it is a specific requirement for the products from Indonesia who will be marketed. It is maybe you mean you have specific requirement in terms of quality, in terms of quantity, in terms of production, and so on.
See, actually, there will be selection parameters are there, where you, our people, our SME people can approach our committee there in, our team there in Indonesia, the sourcing center there in Indonesia. The sourcing center name is YAS Exports. There we have a product selection team is there. The people, the SME companies, if they approach them, they will provide the list of items they required. What I mentioned in the earlier speech, like we are looking for wafer biscuits, savories, cookies, potato bags, the jelly and pudding. Then we are looking for fruit and vegetables. Fishes, as Mr. Mujib mentioned, Indonesia is a hub of fishes like gurame, tilapia, and all. We can import it from
freshwater fish, right?
Exactly,
Okay.
freshwater fish.
We're looking freshwater fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Beware.
Yeah. So the stationery products. Currently, we are sourcing stationery products also from the market. Then the household items like plastics.
Plastic.
Yeah.
Okay, household.
Plastic, household plastics, then textiles, jeans and all. The fashion wear and all.
Okay.
Then footwear, then party seasonal products, and we are planning to add a new thing to it: indoor and outdoor decor items. Because Indonesia is a place where we can see diversified arts and culture. So things related to that culture, we just wanted to add to our merchandise. So if any SMEs have those type of products, they can approach our sourcing center, and they can do a demo there. They can hand over, the product details to them, and through the sourcing center, we can bring it over here. And then one more thing, as Mr. Mujib mentioned, the oil. Actually, palm oil is low in demand here in, especially in GCC countries, because here the prominent is, sunflower oil is more prominent than palm oil. But we feel still there is an opportunity to sell out, to create more demand of palm oil here in GCC countries than sunflower oil, because sunflower oil, the price is shooting up like anything, and palm oil can be supplied as cheap like water, maybe Like that. And one more thing, one more product we just wanted to add it, along with this line is frozen processed ready to fry items.
Ready to fry.
Exactly, ready
Can
to
you
fry
mention
items
kind
like the nuggets,
Nuggets.
which is currently we are having that in Indonesia hypermarkets. I mean Lulu hypermarkets in Indonesia. We are carrying those products,
Okay.
and those fried items. The name which starting from Sun something.
Sun, what's it?
Yeah, yeah.
What is it?
I forgot the name, but it is really fast moving over there. Sunny Gold or something. Some brands are existing there, and those type of products, if you get, definitely there is a room for that as well.
Okay.
Just to add on this Ajay's list, I just want to mention this black garlic, what we have seen in the show. I had an opportunity to taste this one before.
Really? Okay.
And, but it's not from Indonesia. I think it is some other country.
So next time you
It's
must try from Indonesia.
Yeah. But it is a wonderful product, and it's very good for. It's a very good antioxidant fibers, and very good for seasoning, and good for health also, like reducing the pressure or sugar level in the blood and all. So of course we have a good opportunity here in UAE market, I think.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mujib, for your answer. So we have also a question from the audience from the internet through the Slido. So before coming back to you, the first question coming from Khalid, Abu Dhabi Media. Okay, from Mr. Khalid, the question to Indonesian SME Bank. What's the direct, indirect positive impact your program will give to the Indonesia SMEs or UAE market itself? Okay, Mr. Nila. So the question is, I repeat again, what is the direct or indirect positive impact your program will give to the Indonesia SME or UAE market itself? This is from Mr. Khalid from Abu Dhabi Media. So please, from Indonesian SME Bank.
Okay, thank you for the question. Yes, the importance of our program, especially our assistance program through consultation services, it can direct or indirectly give a positive impact for the small medium enterprises, because we give a very intensive assistance to the SME, which is they don't have any particular kind of activities to support them to export, and then the Indonesia Exim Bank will provide the assistance to them so that they can be the new exporters. And I think it will be very impactful for our export growth also, as there is a lot of the SME can be helped by Indonesia Exim Bank itself. Thank you.
Thank you. You mean that if more exporters, more economic activities will benefit to this country and also for the both economies. Thank you, Mrs. Nila, for your explanation. So the second question coming from Slido to Ibu Intan from Hitara Cipta Selaras, where we can buy Hitara black garlic. Is it in Lulu UAE or Lulu Indonesia? They already asked about the black garlic.
Actually, the question is to Lulu. We already having this product
Hopefully
on our
will come
shelf
soon,
back
right?
in Indonesia and here in Dubai. I mean, in GCC countries as well. We are importing it from UK, and the product name is Hola.
Okay.
And exactly. So we are carrying that product on our shelf, but still, as I mentioned earlier, if the product is if your product is having a good price, if you are ready to offer a good price, definitely we'll be having that on our shelf. You can approach our sourcing center and offer your product there, and the price is good.
Okay.
You can have it in our shelf.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aceh, for your encouragement. Please, Mr. Sintan and Mr. Jayu, to answer the question. Okay.
Can you please repeat the question? Sorry.
Okay, I mean that no, not the question is this is from Anonymous. Say, how do we find the black garlic from the market now? If it is not available in the supermarket, hypermarket now, but after all, hopefully, coming soon.
Hopefully soon.
So how do we find it? I think more people already interested in. Please.
Oh, okay.
You said that before that it is available in the marketplace. Please.
That's right.
mention.
That's right. Yes. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. Well, yes, we have mentioned that you can find our product in marketplace such as .com, and then Tokopedia, Amazon.com. Yes, you can try one of them, and the product is there, so you can try.
You can.
If you want to buy a large quantity, you can send us email. Then we will give the quotation for that.
Thank you, Mr. Jayu. Chen, if you are in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, or UAE area, and now you are in the reach to come to Indonesia Pavilion, it is a display in rolling exhibition downstairs. The black garlic sample. So there is a QR code. You just put your mobile phone and scan it, and you will directly connect it to Mrs. Intan and Mr. Jayu over there. Okay, please come to our rolling exhibition downstairs. So the next question, let me check it. Okay. Oh, more people give more question. Okay. So the last question, I think, for Lulu, before we close this moment. So for Lulu, this is quite technical, right? Because the more product coming, you mean you have to select for the best for your customer, right? Because you are competing with others also. So how do you define the criteria? How do you select the product from the market? You said before, based on the price, quality, and so on. Any specific requirement? Others, maybe we are not quite.
Like you're talking about the selection criteria, right?
Yes, yes.
Some certain parameters we have set in our sourcing centers for the selection of products. Like the quality, the packaging, the price, and there are some certification bodies there. If it is Indonesia, there is Indonesia Lama Council certification required for the halal certification required.
Okay.
Then some other, that is why I said if they have any, if our SME company, if they have any if they want to have a B2B meeting, we are ready to arrange it with our sourcing center there in Indonesia. After this meeting, I will share that link. After this meeting, I will share the details to Pa Anang. He will share it with you. So lots of parameters. Actually, this is not only for Lulu, but for the legal aspects as well.
Okay.
There is a standard policy for UAE. If it is importing to UAE, there are some certain parameters we have to meet.
Okay.
That is already there in UAE's import website. I mean, import ministry's website. It is there. It is already mentioned there. The same parameters we will follow there as well.
Okay.
And if they have any queries, they can contact our sourcing center there in Indonesia.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ajay, for your answer and explanation. So, but we would like to have more questions, but now we have time to limit us for this meeting. So I would like to invite Mrs. Nila, Mrs. Intan for your closing remark, and as well for Mr. Ajay and Mr. Mujib. So, Mr. Nila, please give the closing remark for this meeting.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Anang. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope from this talk show that we can give more information, and also we like to socialize our program, and we will very pleaseful if there is some or SMEs or transaction that provided by SMEs can be supported by Indonesia Exim Bank, because the Indonesia Exim Bank has integrated solution for the exporters and for the entrepreneurs who wants to be exporters also. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Nila. And second, from Mrs. Intan, please give closing remarks briefly. Can you connect it? Yes.
I think.
Yes. Intan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mrs.
So,
Yayu is
well,
fine.
this kind of event hopefully will bring us a new opportunity to grow bigger and bigger, and we should be grateful for this great opportunity. So once again, thank you for the Ministry of Indonesia, and then thank you for Exim Bank. Thank you very much, and hopefully, yes, for Lulu Hypermarket, maybe we can have the, new network with you. Thank you very much.
Okay. So now, for Mr. Ajay and Mr. Mujib, for your closing remark.
So, thank you, Pa Anang. Thank you, Ministry of Finance Indonesia, to give us this opportunity to speak to the SMEs back in Indonesia, and the delegates over here. So we will hope we can run a B2B meeting back in Indonesia exclusively for these SMEs. Afterwards, I'll speak to Mr. Pahanang and Mr. Bobby and team. We will share the details with them. So once again, a big thanks for the organizers of this meeting. Thank you very much on behalf of Lulu Group International and from myself and Mr. Mujib. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ajay, Mr. Mujib, and for all speakers, online speakers, Mrs. Nila, Mrs. Intan. Big applause for all of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our talk show. I think we, as Mr. Bobby gave the message that we have fruitful discussion. I think we have fruitful discussion. It is a market here. It is the distributors. This is the production. I think we can connect it each other, connect the dots. So Indonesian SME has the potential to tap into the international market. I think it's a great leap for Indonesian SMEs, and hopefully will be beneficial for Indonesian economy and also for the world economy. Thank you very much for your coming for this evening. Selamat malam di Indonesia. Terima kasih yang sudah datang menghadiri online. Thank you for everyone who is coming here to the Indonesian Pavilion. And please join us. Look at our product in Indonesia Pavilion. Thank you very much. This is the end of our discussion. See you for the next program from Indonesia Pavilion. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
We are still having some more events and some more interesting business forum from the Ministry of Finance that continuing until the 23rd of December. So for further details, please check the Indonesian Pavilion website at expo2020indonesia.id. On behalf of the Ministry of Finance of the Republic of Indonesia, we would like to thank you for participating in this business forum. My name is Dewi, and thank you very much and have a great day. Stay safe. Masalama.